Water has significant effects in the human body, and it's primarily because water has some very interesting properties. One is water can assume structure in the body. Two is that when water is structured, it can actually supply energy. And three, water has been shown to retain and transfer information. So structure. Dr. Gerald Pollack has shown us that water actually has a fourth phase. We've all known water can exist as a liquid and a solid and a gas, but he's shown us that water actually can exist in a state between liquid and solid in a semi-solid gel. And this is primarily the way water exists within the body. So in the body, water molecules will line up along interfaces, like let's say the inside of the cell membrane or the outside of intracellular organelle membranes. And the water molecules will line up in a honeycomb pattern in sheets. And you'll see sheets of honeycomb on top of sheets of honeycomb. And within this zone of structure, water is no longer H2O anymore. Water is actually H3O2, which is negatively charged. There's a net negative charge. And the extra protons are pumped out of this zone and lie in a zone of positive charge right outside of the structured zone. And this charge separation sets up a battery-like effect that we're now understanding is playing a significant role fueling some of the physiological and chemical reactions in the body. For example, no one has really fully explained how red blood cells in the blood can pump into the very fine capillary networks in the body. If the heart were solely responsible for providing the pressure to force the red blood cells into these very, very small capillaries, the heart would actually have to generate 100 times more pressure than it actually does. And so what's been shown recently is that water will line up in structure on the inside of our blood vessels. And this energy separation can fuel the movement of not of water, but also of our blood cells. And then we've learned other things, that water will structure around our molecules. Water will literally line up in spiraling arrays around our DNA. And the structured water there and the energy provided by the charge separation plays a role in how our genes are expressed. Similarly, we're seeing this with proteins. So oftentimes proteins don't have much effect in the body when they're all curled up tightly in a little ball. And they actually have to unfurl in order to do their work. And water will wrap around proteins in a sheath and in a structured sheath. And the charge separation can provide the energy that allows proteins to unfurl to become active. So those are two of the things that allow water to have very, very fascinating properties within the body. The other is that water has been shown to retain information.